What's going on YouTube? Universal Fragrances here, back with another weekly rotation video for all the fragrances that I wore between July 1st and July 7th. So this was 4th of July weekend. And I do plan on posting another video this week to kind of get us caught up. I've just been extremely busy at work, and of course, that is what pays for all this, even though the channel is actually now making some pretty decent money for only 1,500 subscribers. So of course I'll put that back into my collection, probably some more Boadicea the Victorious and a couple more new houses I'm going to be getting into this year. So let's go ahead and start it off. Amouage Epic Man, I wore that on Monday. I believe that was July 1st. Just a classic kind of Middle Eastern twist on just a beautiful like blue-green wood spice men's fragrance. You've got all sorts of ingredients in here, everything that you would expect from the house of Amouage. You know, frankincense, myrrh, musk, oud. It's got some very nice berry and spice notes as well. It's just extremely masculine. Feels like an occasion-based fragrance, even though it's certainly versatile enough to wear any time of year. I just absolutely love Epic Man, and I love Epic Woman 56. Completely different fragrances. This one is definitely more masculine, where Epic 56, a little bit more clean, floral, a little bit more like amber type of, you know, lighter spices, where this is heavier. It's got like mace and other spices like that in there. So very interesting job on Amouage. You know, you'll find a lot of Amouage fragrances. Some of the women's fragrances are absolutely incredible as well. So don't be afraid to try some of those. You know, you got Epic Woman 56, Overture, Jubilation Woman. There's just a lot of really good women, you know, quote unquote women's fragrances from the house of Amouage that you'd probably be missing out on as a guy if you don't try them. Maybe they're not for you, but it's definitely worth trying a couple samples. Some of the women's fragrances, just beautiful stuff. So Tuesday, July 2nd, Eau de New York from Bond number 9. I haven't worn it in a while. That's mainly the reason I have worn this fragrance. Just very heavy on the citrus and kind of floral notes. You know, if you look at the ingredients in Eau de New York, which means I believe New York water, it's just got like everything in there, guys. It's got white woods, musk, grapefruit, neroli. I mean, they have so many ingredients in this fragrance. Very good dry down. You have to be in the mood to wear it. Again, very, you know, grapefruit, citrus, floral, woody, almost like a little bit of a dry note in the fragrance. Just really good stuff if you enjoy those types of fragrances. Definitely not going to be for everybody, but I know a lot of people who really enjoy this, especially for spring or summertime. It's just incredible. So Wednesday, July 3rd, Danae from the house of Argos. Maybe one of my most complimented fragrances for the entire week, besides Coney Island and Epic Man. Absolutely incredible. Sicilian lemon, lime. I believe you got like 4 types of wood in here. Musk. Just a very, very dense, woody, invigorating, but also outdoor smelling fragrance. I personally love this stuff. I know a lot of people who love it from the house of Argos. Again, one of those fragrances, very woody, slightly spicy on the dry down. Not gonna be for everybody, but man, I got a lot of compliments from Danae. One of my personal favorites from the house. Just very, very uplifting, warm, bright fragrance with having a lot of density and wood notes in it too, which kind of make it unique in my opinion. So really good stuff. Aging beautifully, as you can see. So July 4th, I did a video a little while ago. Wasn't sure what fragrance I was gonna wear. I was in between a lot of different things, and on July 4th, I pretty much just chose Coney Island. It's gonna go with anything. Just citrus, guava, margarita. It's got caramel, chocolate, vanilla, musk, a lot of wood notes in there as well. Man, I just absolutely love this fragrance. Goes really well on skin, extremely long lasting, tons of projection. I've just always loved Coney Island, kind of how it transitions from the top to the middle to the base notes. Very strong, very fun and playful and gourmand in the opening, and then it dries down to a lot more kind of serious fragrance with the woods and the musk, a lot more kind of proper smelling. And I actually chose Mashumaro the day after wearing Coney Island on July 4th, mainly because the gourmand scent from Coney Island was so strong still. I was like, well, I may as well just go with another gourmand and wear Mashumaro, because it's just gonna go right in line with the caramel and other notes in that Coney Island fragrance. And Mashumaro even though I could slightly still smell the Coney Island from the previous day when I applied this. Mashumaro is just so strong. Went right along with it, right over top of it. Incense, rose, praline, caramel, musk. I mean, the incense and the rose really give this a nice twist to make it not too overly sweet. Of course, with the marshmallow, the caramel notes, the praline, there's just a lot of sweet and gourmand stuff going on in this fragrance. So it's nice with the incense and the rose. Really balances it out. Of course, with unique and luxury, you already know it's going to be a beast mode fragrance and it's going to last very long time. Huge projection. And again, you know, just wearing it after Coney Island, great decision. It's just, for this time of year, a little bit odd to wear Mashumaro, but I haven't worn it a lot. So that's one of the reasons I wore it, just because I haven't worn it that much lately. And, you know, if you don't spray it too heavy, it's not too much for the heat. So July 6th, the day after wearing Mashumaro, on a Saturday, I wore Oceania from Roja Parfums. Another amazing fragrance, very citrus forward. It lasts a long time for a citrus fragrance, so it's very interesting. A lot of grapefruit, lemon, kind of bright notes to it. It's got a great dry down. It lasts for me about 6 to 8 hours, maybe more, but it definitely starts becoming much more of a skin scent after that. Stays really close to skin. Not a ton of projection, but it lasts longer than you would think for that refreshing and that much of a citrus-based fragrance at the top notes. So some skilled perfumery going on. Not extremely high oil concentration. I think this is an eau de parfum concentration, so probably around like 25%, 20%, something like that. Really good fragrance though. It's absolutely one of my citrus, you know, my favorite citrus-based fragrances. A little bit of a slight kind of floral marine note to go with those citrus. It's like light, but it's very dense and rich at the same time, which is very nice, especially for this time of year. And somewhat like that, but in my opinion, very, very dense in comparison is Lyric Man. Now you got like frankincense, orange blossom, rose. That's pretty much the main parts of the fragrances there for me. There's a lot of stuff. It's got like lime and bergamot in there as well. So it's got a very sharp citrus note at the top with that rose, kind of acidic. Musk, sandalwood, so it kind of has that creamy, clean, you know, just very, very rich, almost overly floral with the rose and the orange blossoms, slightly blue smelling, almost like kind of like a slightly like a bubble bath note to it as well, if that makes any sense. So love Lyric Man. Very, very good fragrance for the high heat or spring. Definitely still strong enough to where you wear it in the cold weather. So it's just a very versatile type of fragrance. And yeah, I've always loved Lyric Man. I have learned to spray a little bit less of it because I noticed if I spray too much of it, the rose and the orange blossom just becomes a little bit overpowering for me. So that's just a little bit kind of getting to know your fragrances. I'm definitely only doing like maybe 4 to 5 sprays of Lyric Man, and that's it. But yeah, that's pretty much my weekly fragrance rotation from about 2 to 3 weeks ago now. So again, I'll plan on posting another video hopefully sometime later in the week to get caught up. Just been very busy right now, but it's good because I have actually ordered more fragrances that have just been sitting at my house that I haven't even reviewed yet because I've been so busy. I've got stuff coming in, haven't done the reviews on them yet, so I do have a lot of stuff coming up for the channel, especially when I get some more time here in a couple months. So look forward to seeing you guys soon, and I'll be back with a couple more videos. Bye.